This is AI News Today, and here's what happened in the world of AI in the last 7 days. Let's kick things off with what might be one of the biggest shakeups in the AI industry this year. Meta is reportedly making a massive bet on Scale AI's CEO, 28-year-old Alexander Wang, to lead a brand new superintelligence lab. We're talking about a historic $14.8 billion investment for nearly half of Scale AI. Plus, they're poaching around 50 top researchers from competitors with compensation packages that range from 7 to 9 figures. Mark Zuckerberg himself is apparently closing some of these deals personally. This move comes at a crucial time for Meta, as their Llama models haven't been performing as well as hoped, and they've been losing key AI talent to rivals. Scale AI's data is used by virtually every major AI company to train their models, so this acquisition gives Meta serious leverage over the entire industry. Speaking of major developments, OpenAI just launched O3 Pro, their most advanced reasoning model yet. This isn't just an incremental upgrade. O3 Pro can think through problems for longer periods and use multiple tools like web search, file analysis, and visual understanding. The really impressive part is that they've made O3 80% more affordable for developers through new optimization techniques. We're clearly getting closer to what many consider will be GPT-5, and the capabilities are becoming genuinely impressive. But here's where things get interesting. A new study from Apple researchers is challenging the entire concept of AI reasoning. They tested both reasoning and non-reasoning models on increasingly difficult puzzles and found something surprising. While reasoning models did better on medium complexity problems, they actually performed worse on the most difficult challenges, giving up earlier than traditional models. The researchers suggest that reasoning models might not be fundamentally different from regular language models. They're just better at finding patterns in their training data rather than truly thinking through problems. This could mean that achieving artificial general intelligence might require completely different approaches than what we're currently pursuing. Now, let's talk about something really cool that could change how you start your mornings. A team of ex-Google engineers who worked on NotebookLM have created something called Huxe. Think of it as a personalized daily podcast just for you. The app takes your emails, calendar items, and news interests and turns them into a custom audio briefing with AI hosts who can adapt their conversation based on your questions. It's like having your own personal news team that knows exactly what you care about. While it's currently invite-only on iOS, they've been sharing access codes on social media. Here's a development that caught everyone by surprise. French startup Mistral just released their first reasoning models called Magistral Medium. While they can't quite compete with the top-tier models from Anthropic or Google, they're holding their own against DeepSeek's R1, and they're up to 10 times faster than the competition. What's particularly impressive is how well they work across multiple languages, which could be a game changer for global applications. In the world of robotics, we're seeing some fascinating developments. Tesla has tentatively set June 22nd as the launch date for their much-anticipated Robotaxi service in Austin, though Elon Musk says it depends on final safety checks. Meanwhile, Norwegian startup 1X just unveiled their new AI controller called Redwood, which makes their humanoid robot Ennio move and think more like a human. The robot can now adapt to sudden changes in real time and is already undergoing in-home trials. But perhaps the most surprising robotics story comes from America's Got Talent, where 5 Boston Dynamics Spot robot dogs performed a synchronized dance routine to Queen's Don't Stop Me Now and actually advanced to the next round. It's a perfect example of how AI and robotics are moving into mainstream entertainment. Google hasn't been sitting idle either. They've unveiled VO3 Fast, which can generate videos twice as fast as before while maintaining 720p resolution. They've also introduced an extract tool powered by Gemini that can turn blurry maps and handwritten notes into clear digital data in just 40 seconds. The UK government is already using it to speed up planning decisions. Apple had their WWDC conference this week, and while it included some nice updates like AI-powered live translations and a glass-inspired design overhaul for iOS, many analysts walked away feeling underwhelmed. The AI-infused Siri that was first teased in 2024 is still nowhere to be seen, and Apple admitted this year's conference wasn't about disruptive innovation, but rather incremental improvements. A fascinating research development comes from scientists using AI to decode the mysteries of black holes. Researchers at Wisconsin's Morgridge Research Institute are using models trained on millions of black hole simulations to analyze radio wave data that's too blurry for humans to interpret. They've already discovered that the black hole at the center of our Milky Way might be spinning much faster than we previously thought. In the startup world, SF-based company Exa quietly launched a frontier-level research agent that scores 94.9% on OpenAI's simple QA test. That's better than both Gemini 2.5 Flash and Perplexity Deep Research. And it costs less too. Their secret weapon is a unique neural search model that understands the full context of questions, rather than just matching keywords. We're also seeing AI make its way into unexpected places. Mattel announced they're partnering with OpenAI to bring generative AI to toys like Barbie and Hot Wheels starting later this year. China is using 432 small walking robots to literally lift and move an entire building complex in Shanghai. And scientists are using drones to drop millions of specially bred mosquitoes across Hawaii to reduce populations that threaten native birds. It's a fascinating example of how AI-powered conservation efforts are becoming safer and more efficient. Looking at some industry numbers, for the first time in 10 months, the percentage of U.S. companies with paid AI subscriptions held steady at 41% in May, suggesting that AI adoption might be leveling off, at least for now. Finally, let's touch on an intriguing controversy. A commercial that allegedly aired during the NBA Finals was created with the help of ChatGPT and Google's VO3. Filmmaker PJ Ace claims he created the entire ad for trading platform Kalshi in just 2 or 3 days with a 95% cost reduction compared to traditional ads. If true, this could be one of the first times an AI-generated video has made it to primetime television, and it definitely won't be the last. That's it for today. Make sure to like, subscribe, or follow, and see you tomorrow for more AI news.